These are incredible. Look at that. Let's dive into these bad boys. These are incredible. What is up, guys? Welcome to another saucy video. This is not a saucy budget video, but it is a special one to me because I am gonna show you guys how to make one of my favorite dish, my top dish from 1 through 10. This will be my number 1, and that is some red enchiladas, some enchiladas rojas. One of my favorites all-time meal. I don't know why. I just like the free-fried tortilla smothered in some salsa, filled with some chicken inside, topped with some crema, some queso, some lechuga or some cabbage. Oh, I think the cherry in the top on that is some diced onions, white onions to be particular. That is the craziest, best combo ever. And it's a special one, like I said, because it's one of my favorite dishes. And I'll show you guys how I used to eat them growing up, how my mama used to make them. And no, I do not bake my enchiladas, and I don't know if they gotta be baked or not. My mom never made me baked enchiladas, but this is how I eat them. That's how my mom used to make them. I tried baked enchiladas. They're not my favorite. I just hate baked tortilla. Tastes like a microwave tortilla, and I don't like that. I like my tortillas fried, smothered in salsa. It tastes so good, so crunchy, gives it that extra flavor. Today since we're not making a budget video, we are making our chicken from scratch. We're gonna boil it, we're gonna toss all the good stuff in there, and that one is done. We're gonna shred it. That's gonna be our filling for enchiladas. I'm excited for this one. Let's get to it because I'm ready. It's about to be dinner time, so I'm getting hungry. Let's get it. Let's make that enchiladas. Let's go. The very first thing, we're gonna boil our water with our chicken with the seasonings that we're gonna add in a bit. Let me get that water going, and let me take out my chicken. So I'm gonna put it on high so we can get that boil. And once the water is boiling with our chicken, we're gonna bring it down to a medium heat. Let that bad boy heat up, medium high, but not like rolling, boiling crazy, because we're gonna run out of water and our chicken's not gonna cook. So then we have to add more water, and it's gonna take just forever. But let's do this. We got our chicken right here, and we gotta use some gloves for that because we are touching raw chicken and we don't want to cross-contaminate your whole house. And people question me, why do you use gloves? Because if it's your own food. One thing is eating your own food, one thing is cross-contaminating everything with raw juices everywhere. We are gonna use a whole chicken breast with the bone in. If you want bone in, you could do it without the bone. You could do normal chicken breast, but bone gives it that extra flavor. It makes it very flavorful. So we are using a whole chicken. It almost looks like a turkey. Look at that. It was $10 for this, by the way. You wondering? I bought it at Northgate, one of my favorite stores. And this is gonna be controversial, but I am just gonna take it out of the bag and put it in there without washing it. My mom used to wash it. I've been working in a restaurant industry for 5 years, and I've seen it all. They do not ever wash the chicken. Any restaurant that I've gone to, they don't ever wash chicken. And I read somewhere that if you wash chicken, it's most likely to cross-contaminate, spread out these germs that raw chicken can cause. And if you wash it in your dish pit, spreads out everywhere, bacteria lives. I'm assuming that's the reason why we don't wash chicken. And we are boiling it, so I'm assuming it will kill all of that. So we are gonna get it in there. We are gonna leave it with skin on. Want some of that fatty in there, some fat in there. Whoa, this is massive. I might have to take some water out. Okay, we're gonna throw this to the trash. Now we gotta add our seasoning. I'll be right back. One of the first ingredients that we're gonna use is we're gonna use chicken bouillon. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of that. I love chicken bouillon and everything. Chicken bouillon to enhance your chicken. 2 of these is about a tablespoon of chicken bouillon. I am gonna put more salt in it also. This is a big chicken breast, so I'm gonna be generous with the salt and chicken bouillon. This is a big one, that's why. Probably like a tablespoon and a half. We are gonna put about 1/4 of an onion. There we go. 3 garlic cloves inside there. That should be it. Garlic, onion, chicken bouillon, and some salt. And then we're gonna find the lid for this. Chicken normally takes about 40 to 50 minutes to fully be cooked, but this one might take longer because it's a big chicken breast. That's why we have our meat temperature gauge to make sure that our chicken is fully cooked. It should be, I think, 165, I believe. The temperature of the chicken when it's cooked fully chicken, I think, is 165. But we'll be back in 25 minutes. I'll be around though, checking it so it don't spill through any of the stuff. And then we'll be back in 25 minutes. But chicken does not cook in 25 minutes. It takes about 45 to an hour sometimes to cook, depending on chicken. Make sure you used a temperature gauge to check the temperature for your chicken. Chicken is very dangerous if you don't eat it fully cooked. It's been officially 25 minutes and we're gonna check what's going on here. Okay, so it is boiling. I did have to come and lower it a little bit because it was already boiling too much and it was a little bit of an overflow. So we're just making sure that it's not overflowing. This 25 minutes and perfect. Good thing we set our timer because it was already overflowing. And this is a big chicken, so it's probably gonna take around an hour to finish, I want to say. But in 50 minutes, in 25 more minutes, we're gonna come check out, see if it's what's the temperature of that bad boy. Meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and start making our salsita roja. We're gonna start making our salsa. Very first thing we're doing is we're gonna devein 5 chile guajillos, guajillo chili pots. They have to be chile guajillos. We're gonna do five bad boys. We got our handy dandy scissors. I'm gonna wear some gloves. I'm gonna wear some gloves so I don't be touching and rubbing my eyes or anything else. And I like to go down the middle so it's easy to open and take out the little seeds inside. See, just easy like that. You know, just devein those bad boys. You have to go down through here because if not, you're not. Just easy, you just go down the middle. Just slide them, take them out easily. That is our last one right there. Looks like this one doesn't have any. Yeah. Up next, we have our chile de árbol. We're gonna use 7 of those. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't usually devein these. This is what's gonna make your chile spicy. So you want it less spicy, I will do 5. But if you like it spicy, you could do 7, 8. I like to do 7. I think 7 is the magic number. We're gonna bring those to a boil with 2 garlics, and then we're gonna blend them with about 1/3 of an onion. We're gonna boil our water, and once our water's boiling, we're gonna toss in our chiles for about 3 minutes. Honestly, we just want them to like blanch a little bit. Oh, it's crazy because I was deveining these chiles, and I remember growing up when every time I wanted some enchiladas, my mom, I think my mom hated making these just because it's not a long process, but like very messy. I knew if I wanted my mom to make me my favorite stuff or some sort of food, I had to praise her in a way, and like she would always say, "Oh, I messed up today, so I made this instead." Because I kind of made an error, and like, can you like make one of those mistakes today so you could make me something today? Because like every time I said that, basically I was just telling her that I just wanted her to make she makes mom food, and like I would get her like that. So it was either dishes or it was either me trying to praise her, make her feel good. Like I knew I felt like I am, out of my 3 brothers, I'm the only one that knows my mom very well. I could make my mom real happy, and I could make her real mad real easily, and I'm the only one that could make her grow gray hairs. Crazy. 3 minutes to our chicken is almost done, but we still gotta dice our cabbage. Trust me, cabbage on your enchiladas, it gives it more of a crunch flavor, and it's really delicious, very refreshing. This is way better than lettuce on top of and also cheaper. It's also cheaper, so make sure let's try cabbage on your enchiladas. There's 2 ways to actually cut this. You could just do it like that, just cut a little piece. You could just take out the front, the very first one, toss it. You just try to go sharp. By the way, I'm not a professional chef. I'm just an amateur cook at home that likes to cook his favorite dishes. I'm still learning how to use a knife. You ever watch my latest videos? You watch my very first videos? I was cutting everything with a bread knife. I didn't know there was a difference. But that didn't stop me from cooking my video. Just know if you want to, you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. Okay, so we're gonna just hand that is, you pinch, you slide it through your knuckles. Okay, this is one way to do it, and I'll show you the other way that I use it. Ta-da! That's one way to do it. It's not too fine though. We're gonna put it in our strainer so we can wash it. And here's the other way to do it. Wait, if I could find my peeler. Aha! The other way, the faster way that I do it, you just peel it. You cut a little edge so you have edges to play around with. Look at that. And it's finer, by the way. It is a little messier. Look at that. And it's finer too. I don't know if you could tell. Look at that. Yeah, it's just finer as well. All right, we made a mess, but this isn't the other way I do it. Now we're gonna go wash that bad boy. It's been officially 55 minutes actually. Took me a little longer to chop my veggies. We're gonna check the temperature of our chicken. Well, it's such a big chicken that I think it's ready. The reason why I know it's ready is because some of the chicken is coming off. Oh yeah, it's ready. That's why we use our temperature gauge. The outside is 165, but the inside of the chicken, 152, still needs a little bit more time. The inside's not fully cooked. See, it's a big chicken. Yeah, some parts are not done. Some say 150 something, 155, some say 165. I'm gonna leave it up another 10 more minutes. I'm not risking raw chicken. Our water's already boiling and we're gonna toss in our chiles and along with our garlic. And I'm gonna do 5 minutes, okay guys? Let it boil for 5 minutes and then we're gonna blend it. 30 seconds more. Perfect. Then we're gonna blend these chilitos. Oh no! Chile down, chile down. All right, we got oh my god. These are gonna be spicy. Can you smell it? We're gonna use the same water. About a cup of that. Honestly, I might put like a cup and a half. The reason why, I'll tell you why. Ooh, that smells spicy. Now we're gonna season this. I could smell that this is gonna be spicy. That's how I like them. Oh shoot, I almost put my hands on the stove. Again, the star of the show. Half a chicken, my eyes are burning. Half a teaspoon of the chicken bouillon. I can't live without chicken bouillon. Half a teaspoon. Sorry, half a tablespoon. Correct myself. Some salt. And the secret to a great salsa roja is gonna be 1/4 of an onion. Let's start off with 1/3. Let's try our salsita. Always taste your salsas. Oh, that's spicy. That's some good salsa. This is the reason why we strain every time I use my blender, because my blender needs new blades. I need new blades, so I gotta strain this. Forgot something. I know what I missed. Dash of cumin. Just a dash. Wow, that's bomb. The last step for our salsa is my mom sofreír. She would heat up some oil. She would stir fry some onions, toss in our salsita until it boils. And then, but we're gonna strain it before we do that, and I'll show you in a bit. Our oil seems hot. We're gonna toss in our cebollitas. We're gonna saute the onions. Not too burned. We don't want to burn them. Just a quick little golden brown before we toss in our salsa. All right, it looked like perfect. Strain. This is why I strain my salsa. Look at all these gunk right there. I'm gonna put in like half a cup of water just to get all of those juices out. That was probably like 3/4 of a cup of water. There you go. You see that? That's how you want it. Trust me, it looks a little liquidy. We're just gonna let it boil now and it should be good. Okay, let's check it. Hopefully it's ready. It should be good, honestly. Yeah, it's already like breaking apart. The chicken is too big, too heavy. It's going deep in there. Wow, 165 exactly. Good thing we actually let it go for another 10 minutes. Trying to get an angle where I could go from a different side, but I think it's ready. It's time to shred our chicken. Let me tell you that. That's a massive ass chicken breast. My mom used to ground me and she used to make me shred that chicken with like my bare hands, but when it was cold, obviously not when it was hot. Now I know that fastest way to shred a chicken is if you just use a fork. I see some people stepping it up a notch, and they when I was small, I used to eat the skin of the chicken. Now I think it's gross. This would make a good caldito. You add some tomate, you add some cebollita, some serrano, some quesadillas. I should use that for chicken broth, huh? While we shred our chicken, we're gonna heat up some oil so we can fry our tortillas. So you get a good angle. Piping hot over here. Hold it with one so it don't move or wiggle around. Just scrape. I took it out recently. It's hot, but you just use a fork. Yeah, nice and beautiful. There's so much meat because this is a big one. My mom used to call these fat chicken, malnourished chickens. She used to call us Pollo Foster Farm because there was a commercial one time that Pollo Foster Farm, I think it was a campaign against them. I don't know. Basically, like Pollo Foster Farm were like all these malnutrition chickens, and then like they call us clean. You gotta eat your veggies. If not, you're gonna be a Pollo Chicken Foster Farm. This is a Pollo Foster Farm because it was massive. He was eating bad. He's a little chunky one. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll take the little bones out later. We're gonna start frying our tortillas. That's delicious. The oil is ready to go. So we're gonna start with our first tortilla. I'm gonna let the toast. Make sure you push it down. The reason why we want to toast them too, besides getting that oil in that tortilla, frying that tortilla, you want them to get them crunchy enough so they don't break apart. You saw it took me about what, 20 seconds for me to flip that because my oil was hot enough for, you know what, let me actually get a plate. I personally like them crunchy. Some people just like to harden them just enough so they don't break in the salsa. So I could give you an angle here so you could show the sauce. Look at that. Just dip it in there, in and out. If you leave them too long, they're gonna get soggy. In and out. Put it in your tortilla. Toss in your chicken. I like them nice and thick. Look at that. And you roll. First one is good to go. In goes our second one. Make sure that you clean the hot sauce. I don't know what does, like if you add water to it, you know how it is like jumps? The oil is gonna jump if it still has chile on it. So make sure you wipe it down. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna rinse and repeat. Nice, look at that. It's nice, rice crunchy right there. Our oil is hot enough that it makes them crunchy right away. So we gotta make sure that we don't leave them because now they're gonna burn quick. Look at that. Ready to go. Make sure you put your plate next to it because if not, you're gonna make a mess. Let me tell you that I'm gonna eat at least 6 or 7 of these just because it's late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do 6. Oh, I lost my thing. Gotta clean as we go. Wow, look at that. We're gonna finish that off with some salsita on top. This one came a little bit too watery, but it's still good. It's still good in flavor. Delicious. Now we're gonna finish this one off. Here is the real question. Do you put the cheese first, then the lettuce, then the sour cream? Or do you put sour cream, cheese, lettuce on top, and then more cheese on top? Like I do. My mom goes cheese, lettuce, sour cream, more cheese, and more salsita on top. I'm like, how? Then my enchiladas are dry. What do you guys do? Tell me. All right, sour cream. I like to be very generous in my sour cream. There's no such thing as too much sour cream. You're gonna smother that bad boy all over. Some queso cotija. This is a very salty cheese. That's why I don't use Mexican crema. My dad had high blood pressure. He had cholesterol. So then my mom tried to cook with less salt. So I guess one of the solutions was sour cream, like that type of sour cream. And then we just put queso cotija. You're gonna just spread your cheese evenly. Damn, it looks really good. Yeah. Wow. Some cabbage. More salsita. There we have it. Oh my God. These are incredible. Look at that. Enchiladas de salsita roja. Let's dive into these bad boys. Whoa. First bite. These are incredible. By far my favorite. This is my weakness. This is my weakness right here. So delicious. I know what's gonna seal the deal. Jarrito. You know, we forgot the onion. Damn it. It's all right. That's the best part. I knew something was missing. Anyways. That is incredible. And there you have it. My favorite enchiladas. I'm gonna make me 2 more. You have leftover chicken. You have leftover salsita. You can make more enchiladas. You can make tinga. It's actually pretty fun to make. I'm working on trying to tell you guys more about my life. A little bit more intimate. Not just raw cooking and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of videos like that out there. I feel like this is like insight of who Saucy Marco is, and here's what I make. This is my favorite foods, and gonna keep sharing with you guys, sharing you guys a little by little. By the way, thank you for all of you guys that have seen me out there and has said hi, let me take a picture. And by the way, if you're watching this and you have some pictures you're taking with me, can you please send them to me? I like to repost them on all my social media. Thank you so much. Thank you for following me. Subscribe, follow. Thank you so much, guys. To see you guys in the next Saucy video. The next one is gonna be a special one. The next one is gonna be a potential collab with my long format. It's crazy. Anyway, I see you guys in the next video. I'll catch you guys out. Bye.